Hey guys, this is Dr. Ziggy Udiano, aka Shrink Who Loves Pink. Today I want to talk about how to tackle the following med school interview question. Tell me about yourself. This is a question that I work on a lot with my clients, and it's the one that they struggle with the most. And I think one of the reasons that they struggle with it is it's hard to figure out what details about one's life to include in such a short answer, basically. When interviewees do answer this question, the approach they usually use is to talk about where they were born and raised, and then they launch right into why they want to become a physician. I don't think this is the best approach to use because you've already talked about why you want to be a physician in other parts of your application, such as your primary application, secondary application, things like that. So I don't think it's the best use of an answer. I think this is a great time to talk about yourself outside of healthcare and medicine so they have a more holistic overview of you. I think there should be three parts to your answer for the tell me about yourself question. Number one, give some information about your background. Tell us where you were born and raised. Tell us who's in your family. Tell us a little bit about your background, whether it's cultural, ethnic, things like that. The second part requires more reflection and self-analysis, and I encourage my clients to talk about one or two factors that they feel really impacted who they became as a person, basically. And so this requires a little bit more thought. For example, if I were going to talk about myself in terms of a factor, I would talk about being a military army brat, basically. So that's the second part. And then the third thing I think you should include in your response is to focus on one or two personal interests or hobbies about yourself so we have a more holistic understanding. But don't just mention the hobby and stop at that, but give us some details about the hobby, when you got started, why you got started, the ways that you're involved, how it's impacted you, and things like that. I think if you take this approach to answering the tell me about yourself question, you're going to be off to a great start. I hope this was of help. Thank you.